Greetings, gamers. HB Duran here for VideoGameNewsSource.com, and we are here at Denver Comic-Con 2016 with Pop Culture Classroom, who actually puts on the show, and Denver Comic-Con benefits Pop Culture Classroom, a Colorado nonprofit that promotes literacy through the use of video games, comic books, and films, and of course, all pop culture. I'm here with Director of Education, Ilya. How are you?
I'm great. It's really exciting to be here. It's the last day of the show, and we've just been having a wonderful time so far.
Well, congratulations on the growth of the show. This is amazing. I remember the first show, it was larger than expected, but every year, you guys are creeping up, giving San Diego a run for its money here pretty soon.
Yeah, you know, last year we were really fortunate. We had over 100,000 people come to the show. As a fourth-year show, that was totally unexpected. And we've just been thrilled with the response to the show here in Denver. You know, it's a great city. The convention center is beautiful. Colorado is just such a fun town, or state, and Denver's such a fun town, and people want to hang out. It's so much of an event culture that people are down just to come and experience new things. We've also got like a tremendous amount of cosplayers here. There's so many more cosplayers here than I've seen at other shows, and it's really exciting to see that, because a big part of what we do is try to give people the opportunity for personal expression. And for them to be able to come here and just to dress up in whatever character they want, it's really great. Like, one of the biggest things I've seen this year is a lot of gender-bending costumes. A lot of Femme Solo, Male Slave Leia. Like, yesterday I saw the coolest thing I think I've seen all weekend. It was a dude dressed up, and he had like curly hair, the black curly hair and the rough beard and the Jon Snow cape. He had long claw tucked into his belt, and then everything underneath the cape was Snow White. So he was dressed up as Jon Snow White. It was really good.
Yeah, and that's just the thing, is I've seen so much creativity and diversity at this show. And the Pop Culture Classroom promotes that. Tell us more about your program. How has it grown since you guys started a couple years ago, at least with the con? The Pop Culture Classroom has existed before that, but when you started Denver Comic-Con, how has that impacted the growth of your program?
So we started in 2011 teaching classes in underserved schools in Denver. And what we did was we worked with students in order to teach them literacy skills. And we were trying to use comics as a hook, and we discovered that they really were also very interested in the artwork and the pop culture aspect of it. So we said, why don't we just teach kids how to create comics instead of just focusing on literacy? We split it, and we said, all right, let's focus on the art piece as well. And then after that, things really started to take off when we found that this pop culture based education that we always wanted to teach really was taking a foothold in community organizations, in schools, in libraries, and bookstores. So that's grown over time along with the convention. Obviously the convention's grown much faster and larger than the education programs, but without this convention we wouldn't be able to put on all the great education stuff we do throughout the whole year.
I've seen other outreach as well to prisons. Tell us more about that.
So one of the programs that we started a year ago actually is called Lead with Comics, and LEAD stands for Literacy, Education, and Adult Detention. And so right now what we do is we go into Boulder County Jail and we teach the men's and women's population literacy, art, and personal transformation. And so we do that through a graphic novel analysis, and then we teach them writing and art skills. And so the inmates, through the analysis and the writing and art lessons, they learn more about the literary process, the artistic development, and then they create their own comic. And we're proud to say that we're premiering that comic here at Comic-Con this year, and people can buy that and support the further development of the program. We're really also thrilled that we've started a new program a couple weeks ago in Sterling Correctional Facility, which is the largest correctional facility in the state. And I heard that the kickoff went so well that not only is the first class filled, but they have a waiting list for the second class, and that inmates in a different building who haven't even been told about the program have heard about it, and they want it in their library also. And then the librarian had said to me that she had never seen such a large group of inmates so focused and attentive to what they were being taught before. So I think it really speaks a lot to the power of pop culture and the value of comics. You know, we all grew up knowing how enjoyable those things were. And they were enjoyable for a reason, right? Like they captivate imagination, they're complex, they're not simple, and they offer a lot of room for, for serious thought and powerful creation. So.
Well, that's what I love about pop culture, and I think that's what transcends race, background, age. You can get people with completely different backgrounds, and they can sit there and still have an intellectual conversation about the history of Daredevil or Superman versus, whoever. And it really creates conversation among people who might not normally interact. And I think it's really special. You guys debuted a pilot program and for game development. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So we launched a new curriculum 2 days ago at Denver Comic Con called Game On. And it is a game design curriculum where teachers can walk their students through the game design process for either a roll and move or a resource management game. And so what it does is it gives students the opportunity to understand the different principles that are involved in designing a game, everything from mechanics to materials, interactivity, aesthetic appeal, all different kinds of things that the students learn about and how they affect the gameplay experience. When you modify something, it might change things that you didn't anticipate. So they play test games, they design their games, and then they share them with their students and family. The great thing about it too is that it's designed to give teachers the opportunity to reinforce the content that they're teaching. So we've had kids make games about the reproductive cycle, about earth sciences, Mayan history, the Roman Empire, all different kinds of things, even math facts and grammar rules. So teachers can use the game as a way to enhance the content they're thinking through the critical thinking process of game design.
That is so cool. So has that rolled out already, or when can we expect to see that in your curriculum?
So it's available on our web store. So if you go to popcultureclassroom.org and you'll see the web store there, you can find it under the curriculum link, and it's a digital download. But the student's creation is not limited to any digital needs. So the creation piece is all can be done through pencil, paper, cardboard, scissors, glue, all that kind of great stuff. We have a lot of additional resources in there as well, so if there are teachers that are unfamiliar with game design, they can pick it up and be fully versed in order to teach the curriculum.
I kind of want to pick that up myself. So speaking of, say there's someone watching this right now and they're a teacher or a parent or maybe someone who just really believes in what you guys stand for, how can they get involved? How can they find out more about you or integrate your curriculum into their teaching?
Yeah, so our website, popcultureclassroom.org, is the best place to go. There are places where they can learn about our resources, our workshops, and the educational programs we put on here at Denver Comic Con as well. There's also opportunities to get involved in terms of volunteering, make donations, and all sorts of ways to find out more about us.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for everything you do. And a huge shout out to D Street PR because they have been ringmaster to this wonderful madness. This year it has been fantastic, and I hope that it just continues to grow and grow and grow, and if there's anything we can do to help, of course, let us know. Is there anything else you'd like to say as far as links or resources where people can go to find out more or maybe view some of the comics or books that have been made as a result of your program?
Our website is the best place to go. The other thing I would say is that if you're watching this, come on down. You know, Sunday is a long day, and there's still the opportunity to check out all that the con has to offer. And all of the proceeds of the ticket sales go to support our year-round programming. So, you know, it's a great time, and it's a great cause to support our local community.
Well, outstanding. Well, yeah, today is going to be really crazy. It's Father's Day. People are excited. We can't wait to see more cosplay. For VideoGameNewsSource.com, I'm HB Duran saying Pop Culture Classroom, activate!